Hi everyone. We're going to take a look at Here Comes the Sun, the bridge section. We've already done a tutorial that covered the chords that are being played through these parts, but now we're going to take a look at the riffs or the lines that actually get played, all right? This is for you baritone players here. Now we've already covered the rhythm in this part A. This is the part that's going... So there's the rhythm. While that rhythm is going on, in the second measure there, after those two Ds, there's a run. Okay, that's what sets up the line to sing the melody. Sun, and that gives you your note to sing sun, sun, sun. So let's take a look at that line. The way we're going to play it on the baritone, you're going to use your low open D string. You're going to use the 4th fret, and I'm going to use my ring finger on that 4th. You could back it up like this, say, well, I'll use the pinky, but I'm going to use my ring finger because I know what's coming up next. We're going to have open on that 4th string, 4th fret, 4th string. The very next two notes are the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and I want my index finger playing that. And then the next note is on that 2nd or the 3rd string, 3rd fret. Okay, and that's the B flat note that we're going to sing sun, sun, sun. So you can see you're not going to be playing that B flat chord. It's possible to get to that fast enough to play it, but I'd much rather have this 4-note line really stuck in there solid. Let that B flat go, and then you're going to end up picking up the rhythm on the F if you want to. It would sound like this. After the D's, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the reason I do that is, again, I want that B flat note really stuck hard, so that lets go the B flat chord, but also the F is played on a downbeat, so after you play that note, it lets you lift your arm, catch the F, to get you back into rhythm on that 5/4 measure. Let's play this with a metronome so you can see how it goes. I'll play the G, hit the two Ds, and then go on through the run. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here's a full measure of G. We hit the D. Sun, 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 here it comes. One more time. Sun, 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 here it comes. All right, so you notice again, just like I did in the rhythm tutorial, very important to keep your arm moving like this once you get it stopped. And once we've hit that B flat note, I'm using my thumb, you can pick it, I'm going to use my thumb to play it. That lets me lift this arm up to get ready to go back into strumming motion. Now, as far as the strumming, you can play as many of these chords as you want. I would assume you're going to be playing the G. You could stop and not play the Ds if you wanted and just set up for the... And if it's too difficult to get to that F, C, you might be able to come back in on the G. We play this section 5 times. The key here is this run. That needs to be very clean. And that's all that's really needed. I will let you put in as much as you want. I'll play it one more time. I'll do the thing again. I'll come in on the F and I'll be starting with the G. 1, 2, and I'm playing these in closed position. Here's my closed D. Here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. All right, so that's how that section goes. Keys on that, if you are playing the rhythm, is make sure that arm's going up and down. That's why I think starting with the F, stick that B flat note, let that B flat chord go by. You don't even have to play the B flat chord. Catch that F on downbeat, put you right back into catch the G coming back around, and the two Ds if you want. You can play this in open positions like that if you want, but I like playing the closed because it really controls the sound better. Now let's take a look at the B part of this. This is that part where the rhythm is just going from a D7 to a sus, back to a D7, back to a D7 sus, and then the last, like that, releases. And this is that line that's going bum. All right, just like that. That's that line that's going through that. When they're playing rhythms, I'm going to have everybody playing very soft, so this line comes out. So let's take a look at this line. Starts on your 4th string, very similar to, okay, so we're right down on this 4th string, 4th fret. Notice that I've got a marking there showing you starting with your ring finger. The reason I'm doing that is I know I'm going to have to go up to the 5th fret, and I want my pinky to be able to cover that. So I want to start that. If I started this with my pinky, or if I started it with one of my other fingers like this, I'm going to be I've got to go back down to 2. So it's just perfect to start with the ring finger because that puts my index on the 2nd fret that I'm going to need, covers the 4th fret with my ring finger, leaves my pinky for the 5. Then when we make the switch to the 3rd string, my index finger is right there and ready to go. Okay? So let's take a look at this. So ring finger on the 4th, rhythm goes like this. There's that pinky. Now I make the switch, open to the pinky, 5, 7. Now I'm going to do something here that I usually say, oh, I don't like to do this. I don't like to move my hand around. The reason that could have been played different after this 5, you could have played those 2 notes there, but your very next thing you're going to want to play when you come off of this is a G. You could do it like that if you wanted, if you're playing open. If you're closed, this is going to set you up better for this, as well as even if you're going to play an open G, that's going to let you put your index finger there, okay, to get onto that G chord, okay? So it goes like this. Or, and then you can go on from there with the chords. Let's set this at 80 like we did the other run. And here we go. We're going to play this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, all right? So again, the keys to playing this on the A part is stick that B flat that you're going to be playing. Make that a good solid note. Catch the F to come back into the chords on that A part if you want. And again, you can play as many or as few of those chords as you want. The run's the important thing. That's the important thing. And then in this section here, it's just getting your fingers lined up. And again, I would line up the ring finger on the 4th fret because that gets all your fingers in line to move and stuff. All right? Enjoy.